Well, hello everybody. It is me, and it's been a while. Had new windows installed and all kinds of stuff going on in my real life, so it's been a while since I've made a video for this channel. But I'm back again today, again on Elder Scrolls Online, and today I'm going to discuss Orsinium, because guess what? We are celebrating the 2-year anniversary of this DLC. And to date, after all is said and done, I have been through the Thieves Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, we've been through the new dungeons, we've been through Morrowind, Clockwork City, and I still think that this DLC, the Orsinium DLC, is the best DLC that the Elder Scrolls Online has ever created. So it is going to be worth coming back to visit this zone again. So they have some special events going on for this, and they will be offering a few things. Let's see, most of it is buffs to doubled the items received from crafting nodes, not including nodes spawned from survey reports. Doubled the rewards received from chests in the Maelstrom Arena in both veteran and normal modes, including the transmute crystals, which, as I understand from a reliable source, being a developer who was busy playing and streaming on Twitch TV, that the transmute crystals will drop at a rate of 8 instead of 4 during the Maelstrom Arena reward, and double drops on the Maelstrom weapons. So if you haven't done Maelstrom before, or if you are still waiting to get that perfect Maelstrom weapon, now's probably a good time to try out the Maelstrom Arena. There will also be double the number of reward boxes by completing the daily Hrothgar quests, and these will include things like set items, weapons, and things like that. So all good. Everything is good. Okay, so right now the discount to buy the DLC is 75%. So you're getting this entire DLC for 750 crowns. If you want to get the collector's bundle, which includes the little bear, which I have. Oh. Okay, there he is trying to climb the table. But the little bear is what I have out there on the floor. Anyway, this collector's bundle is 2,000 crowns instead of 5,000. So right now is the time to buy this DLC if you're going to buy it at all. I have ESO Plus and I'm considering buying it, because if I decide to drop the subscription, I won't be able to come here anymore. And this is definitely worth everything, every penny of it, especially for 750 crowns. Yes, look at that little bear. Now, this is the very first animated pet that they brought to Elder Scrolls Online. He's absolutely adorable. Yes, we are happy here. This zone is huge. Let's look at the map. And there's role-playing here. Let me put that away. This is the map of Hrothgar. This is huge. We have a zone for snowy mountains. We have ocean and waterfront property. We have kind of a more temperate zone over in this direction. And I just have to say, I absolutely adore this zone. Now, what it comes with probably beats every DLC, including Morrowind. This was the first zone that introduced us to the concept of battle leveling. So when this dropped in 2015, this was the first place where you could bring a newbie character and you could play alongside your other friends who perhaps had already become champions. So this was the first place where they deployed that concept. And now that concept is everywhere in the game because it worked out so well in Orsinium. And also they introduced the crafting nodes that would present themselves to the highest of your crafting knowledge. So you would get the materials that your highest skill level on a particular character would need to be able to do the crafting for that level. And that was a unique idea, which later became adjusted and carried on throughout the game. So this content has 20 hours of story content that explores the culture of the orcs, and I find studying stories about races in the fantasy world that are perhaps have always been seen as the enemy, as mindless beasts and whatnot. So fleshing out the orcs was a scenario that I was really excited to explore. And the stories in this zone are incredible. They are really well thought out. They're really wonderful and very unique for an MMO. The other very, very cool thing about this zone is that as you do the quests, you help rebuild the zone. And I will show you in a moment after I'm done sort of going through the points of what this zone can bring to you for your entertainment. I will display the difference between this character, who is the first character I brought here because, well, she's an orc, and I get so excited when I see a new zone. I will bring a character that is most appropriate to the zone to explore it for the first time. So I've been playing my Dark Elves lately because of Morrowind and Clockwork City, but I did bring this orc out to play in Hrothgar for the first time, for the first playthrough. It was more meaningful to me that way. Hrothgar also has 6 collectible costumes. There hasn't been that many collectible costumes in any DLC since Orsinium. I will show them in a moment. And I will also be making a few spotlight videos because I realized that Hrothgar hit 2 years ago and I've only been making content for YouTube for 1 year. So I never really have done anything for Hrothgar, and I will do that this week. I have a lot of time on my hand. Also, they introduced the first solo trial, and that is the Maelstrom Arena with 18 new item sets and 6 ability altering weapons. There are also 9 overland sets that you can get from running around doing world bosses and dungeons and things, and just collecting off of things you kill. And there are 3 new crafting sets, including some very interesting ones, and I will go over those also in a separate video. So let me show you the one thing that I really like, especially, I think when I first heard about it, was probably the thing that impressed me the most. And that was the change in the city as you do your quests. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to a character who has not been through the city yet. And I will show you what it looks like to a new player. I will be right back. Okay, so this is probably my favorite feature about this whole zone, when you arrive at Orsinium, or the new Orsinium, as they say, you will come across a city that has been in a state of decay and war for centuries. And the new king has decided that he would like to revive Orsinium and try to unite the clans of the orc people. So there's a lot of construction going on, and as you can see, there's a scaffolding all over the place. The entranceway still has massive damage and is in great disrepair. And as you come through the gates, you can see that this repair is going on all over the city. Scaffoldings are up and things are underway. And I'm just going to spotlight some of the more dramatic sections of the city where the damage is here, and where when you're done with all of the quests, you will notice a great difference. And here's another decayed archway with a lot of destruction that they're trying to repair. Including a view of this area back here. This is the blacksmithing building that is under repair. And you can see construction over in this direction. We'll get a little bit closer now. As you come up, you can see that everything has a little bit of something that needs to be fixed. And this area is the bank. There's a bank here in the back. See rocks and supplies piled up on the platforms, and it's just gorgeous. Look at the sun coming through all of this. So this is all under construction. Okay, now I will take you through Orsinium with the character who has done all of the main quest line and all of the side quests, and you will see a massive difference. As you can see, here is the big entrance. There's no more destruction. It's all been repaired. There's still a little bit going on to the side. And then as you come around the corner, you can see that a lot of the scaffolding is gone from the skyline of the city. There's still some bits and pieces that are broken, and there's still a little bit more left to do. But for the most part, all that scaffolding is done. And when you come around here, you can see that this other gate is also repaired. It's a pretty big accomplishment. As well as the blacksmith station. You will see here there's no more scaffolding on that. And the statue, I don't know if you noticed in the previous segue with the unexperienced character, that there was a sort of like a construction barrier around the location of this statue. Well, that's gone as well. And then you can see a big difference in the skyline over here by the bank and the wall. The scaffolding is gone as well. So there's still a little bit of scaffolding up here on the bank, but all of this is cleaned up. All of this is cleaned up. So as you can see, the difference is very dramatic. And so it feels like you've accomplished something by helping the orcs out. Now, on top of the wonderful effect that is so unique to this DLC. This does not happen in any other zone or in any other DLC. This was a massive update, and we got it for a lot less than Morrowind, let's say. So there's also 2 public dungeons. There's Rendkaleft, which is the Dwemer ruin. It is quite large, and there's a very interesting quest for that dungeon. It's very impressive. And then there is Old Orsinium, which is probably my favorite of all of the public dungeons in the game. It is very large. It is the ancient city that this new city is based upon. So it's underground. It's sort of got an outdoor area. It's got an indoor area, and a very incredible quest to go through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there we go. 6 world bosses. So as you can see, this zone is massive, and there is a lot to do here. I will get into this more later in some different videos. I will now show you the different costumes available. Okay, this one is called the Cavalier of the Sworn Oath, and it is obtainable by filling the House of Orsimer Glories with historic relics, but I will have to make a separate video about this and the 2 other costumes that go with this achievement, because it's not quite as simple as this little tip box makes it out to be. So yes, you get it by filling the House of Orsimer Glories with historic relics, but there's a secret to it. So I will make a separate video about that. So there's the basically it has a white bear helmet. Okay, this other one is a brown bear helmet, and it is called the Old Orsinium Sentry. It is also obtained by filling the House of Orsimer Glories plus the extra secret stuff, the extra secret quests that they really don't advertise. And then there's the Triminix Pendant Knight. This is colorized. Sorry guys, I colorized it, but this is a brown bear helmet. So you get all 3 of those for doing the filling the House of Orsimer Glories plus a special quest. And it's all tied to the achievement for the DLC. So here's the achievement, Hrothgar's Master Relic Hunter. You have to collect all of these things. When you finish Hero of Hrothgar, then you will get another quest, and that quest will take you on to locate the final piece that you will need to get these costumes. That's the little secret that they really don't tell you in the tooltips. It's find all the relics plus be a hero of Hrothgar. Once you have all that, then you will get another quest to locate another relic, and once you bring that back, you will finally be able to have 3 costumes. So once you've completed the main story, you will be rewarded with the Regalia of the Orsimer King, the main story for Orsinium. And this is what that looks like. I have colored it. Again, I like to color my stuff, so that's what it is. Got the little crown hat on it. And it's quite nice. I mean, it takes to the colors quite nicely. Okay, and the final costume that you get from this zone is a hat. It's actually a hat. It's a mask. It is called the Vash Rak Ceremonial Mask, and it is a reward for successfully uncovering the Vash Rak plot. So there'll be a quest line. I will make a video about how to get this mask. And I have it, I'm wearing it on top of the king's costume. So that's the mask. It's quite cool. I've worn it quite often with different costumes. And this one I have not colored. So that, I believe that's the way it's supposed to look. I don't think I've colored it, or maybe I have, but anyway, that's what it looks like. And I will make videos about how to get the 3 costumes of the Orsimer House of Glories and the Relic Hunting, plus the Kingmaker. And the Kingmaker, I think, is pretty self-explanatory though. You just have to follow the main quest. But I will make a video about the costumes and the collectibles. One point, other point, I'm full of points today. Another point I would like to make about this is that I would recommend that you have completed the main storyline for your beginning, from your beginning character. So you should complete the Fighters Guild quest line and the Mages Guild quest line and defeat Molag Bal and all of that stuff, because when you come to this zone, during the course of going through this zone and towards the end, you're going to see some things that relate to the earlier quest, the main quest of this whole entire game. And so if you haven't completed them yet, the hints that you see will not make any sense to you. So if you're a story person and you want to come through this zone first on a story playthrough, then I recommend that you have a character that has completely done the main quest line, because there are spoilers for the future and hints about the fate of some of the people that you meet along the main story quest before you hit Orsinium. That's my main suggestion. Otherwise, come and enjoy the zone. If you've already been here, come and get your double rewards. If you haven't been here before, now's the time to buy it. This is probably the one zone that I would buy right now to keep, even if I lost my ESO Plus membership. I would want to keep coming back here. It's great for the crafting nodes, the rewards, and storyline, the content, the biome, everything. It is gorgeous. I realize as I ride through here that there's also some very good recipes that you can get, and I will make a video about that as well. Well, I hope that you enjoyed the video and found it entertaining or informative or whatever you like to call it. I will be back with some more shorter, more concise videos about some of the different things available in this zone. So until then, please do have a nice day, and I will see you again soon. Take care, everybody.